by sending sufficient notice herewith to the Home News Tribune, the Asbury Park Press, and the Jersey Journal, filing advance written notice of this meeting with the clerk administrator of each member, and posting a copy of the meeting notice on the public bulletin board of all members. I direct the secretary to enter into the minutes of this meeting the advance written notice of this meeting in this statement. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Yes, Commissioner Frank Bellino.
Here.
Commissioner Harry Delgado.
Here.
Commissioner Mike Drulis.
Here.
Commissioner Joseph Zanga.
Here.
Commissioner Ray Heck. He was not. Barbara Murphy.
Here.
Glenn Kurtz. Scott Recant.
Is here.
Is
And
Lincoln
I think
on?
Leon's trying to be on by my cell phone to listen in.
Okay. Joe Monzo, he said he was gonna be late. Donna Setzer,
Here.
Louis Gote,
Here.
Jonathan Jaffe is on vacation, Sean Kelly. Crystal Robertson for Dominic,
Yes.
Robin Rassiopi, I thought I saw her,
Here.
Karen Waters. Sean Walsh,
Here,
Here.
sorry.
Sean Walsh is here as well.
Michael E. Miller is here, I think.
Here? Yes, I'm here.
Cindy Villagram, did she come in?
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Yes.
Yes. Did I miss anybody? Charlie's here.
Right. So we'll skip the introduction of guests. I don't believe we have anyone that
Well, Chair, I'd like to introduce everybody to Lisa Gallo from Qualcare. And I wanted to wish Donna Setzer, who was also here, well. She announced her retirement from Qualcare. I want to thank her for the service to the JIF over the many past years, and hope you enjoy your retirement and the grandkids.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I leave you in good hands with Lisa. It's been a pleasure working with everybody. And Glenn, I'm going to miss you.
Be well.
I wasn't
Thank you.
aware. So, I want to wish you a good retirement as well. So thank you for your years of service. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right. Any other guests? Any other
That's it.
that I missed? Sorry about that. All right, general fund business. I need a motion for the approval of the January 10, 2024 open and closed meeting minutes. Will I have a motion?
Motion, Joe.
I'm talking about February.
Second. I'll second it. Frank.
Frank and Mike Tuesday.
Huh?
And I'd like to, Chair, let you know, Mayor Heck just joined the meeting. Commissioner Bellino,
Yes.
Commissioner Drulis,
Yes.
Mayor Heck on the minutes. I don't know if you.
Yes, I'm here.
Joe Zanga,
Yes.
Commissioner Delgado.
Yes.
Mr. Kurtz,
Yes.
if I may first welcome one of our favorite mayor commissioners to the call. Hello, Mayor Heck. You are our #1 mayor commissioner. Number two, being that we are a tight group, if Harry makes a motion and then Frank seconds it, maybe we just do a voice vote on procedural matters, because you already got your 2 out of 5 votes.
Fine by me.
Touche.
Thank you.
Thank you. That makes things easier, and we'll move right along. So,
Also, it seems that I think Joe Monzo's on the call now.
I
Just to
am,
be
yes.
clear, Joe does not get a vote. That's just so we're not confused.
Joe doesn't need a vote.
all right, folks. So there will be no report from the chair. Report from the executive director. Barbara, please.
We have two updates. One is on the audit. We've been working with the auditors, have had a handful of meetings since we last met at the end of February. The 2022 audit is close. Glenn sent over some verbiage for them to use based on the some of their questions, as did, I believe, Scott. So we are really just waiting for that document to be finalized. We do have some spreadsheets and reports set up to kind of really be able to get in and dive into the numbers once we get the full document from the auditors. We have had conversations with the actuary and are continuing to have some further discussions to make sure that we understand how she kind of gets to all of her numbers and the changes for the member that left at the beginning of the year or at the end of last year. The financials, as far as getting the general ledger up for 2024 and moving forward with providing as much historical detail as possible. It does look like 2017 will be the, I'll call it the pilot year, where we will upload with as much detail per general ledger account number as we can, but then we will get that moving forward. So our IT guy is working diligently on that, and we've been trying to do some, you know, prep work for reconciling and making sure that everything uploads and gets in correctly. And that's all I have for right now under the executive director report.
Thank you, Ms. Murphy. I see, do I have a motion to approve the executive director's report?
Yeah, we don't.
Motion, Joe.
Second,
I'll second it.
All aye.
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 Have it. All right, administrator report, Glenn, please.
Yes, Chair, in the packets are the loss run analysis going back to 2018. Hit the highlights: 2024 auto physical damage for the year 41,400, 2023 of 222,160. Auto liability 2024 of 18,500, 2023 of 72,543. GL, very light so far in GL, 10,000 for 24, 598,000 for 23. Property running at 2024 25,000. 2023 is at 94,000. Workers' comp claims are starting to come in, approaching 72,000. 2023 at 924,000. Just to give you a backup, for the 2024 fund year, we got approximately incurred claims. These are reserves and paid of 167,155 against a $3.5 million budget. 2023 paid and reserved claims of $1,902,000 against a $3,050,000 budget. So these are things we'll look at, and as we continue to watch the loss experience mature, again, we are tracking the 2021 fund year.
Thank you, Glenn.
With respects to deficit collections since the last board meeting, as I mentioned there, South River's deficit came in. We have since collected Carteret, Monroe, and the city of New Brunswick's for the month of March.
Yeah.
And for those, new billings have gone out to everybody. As a reminder, it's due, so.
All right. Anything else, Glenn?
The only other thing, I just wanted, the claim payment report, was being done last night. I'll circulate it to everybody for their review. But, I did want to mention, I received word from, the 2023 excess carrier looking to do an audit. So I'll be circulating, basically they're just looking for gross payrolls by member, by either your CFO or a copy of your final report from your payroll company that provides the totals. So that will be circulated.
We're doing all this stuff and we don't get paper. This is crazy.
That's it.
Excuse me?
That's it.
All right, thank you. Thank you much. Any questions of Glenn? Any issues? All right, then let's move right along to the finance report. Joe?
Thank you very much. Still in the car. I'm getting home in a couple minutes, and I'll give my report before I pull in. Glenn circulated my one-page budget report, which, as you would expect at this point in the year, is we're doing very well against the budget. I do need to speak to Leon's office. I may have been misclassifying some of their payments that we've paid this year against their general legal line as opposed to against the litigation defense, because so I need to just review that and maybe have to reclassify a couple of payments. So attached to the document you got separately from your original agenda, Barbara's office, in some feat of magic somehow, put together that resolution, which has all the claim payments from the beginning of the year by year and by coverage line. Suspect we'll do that going forward. One other note to say about the audit, I know Glenn and Barbara both touched on it, but they are done all their field work. They are now in partner review. So to say that they're close is an accurate statement. Patty's work is done, Lauren's work is done. It's just in partner review. I suspect that we'll probably want to have a special meeting in the first or second week of April, instead of having to wait until the regularly scheduled April meeting to accept that report. I don't know if Leon has an update on some of the settlement type talk, but I know Glenn had reached out to me the other day and asked, had South Brunswick, made their payment yet, or at least had it in the hopper, because we had a conversation with their attorney, Mayor Womack. I reached out to the CFO yesterday. She had not received anything from from Attorney Womack or from the township administrator to process that payment yet. So she was going to reach out to Attorney Womack yesterday because the administrator's on vacation this week. So thought that was kind of a done deal, but that's as much information about South Brunswick as I have. And I know when we go into close, we're going to have some conversation about some other litigation issues. And that's my report, Chair.
Thank you, Joe. Safety and loss control.
Harry,
Yes,
can we get a motion to approve the bill list as presented?
Oh, my mistakes. Yeah, could I get a motion to approve the bill list?
Motion, Joe.
Second,
Frank.
Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you.
Excuse me, Chair, can I just jump in for a second? Glenn, Leon's trying to sign in from his cell phone. So if you see a 201 number,
I thought I let him in.
oh, okay. I don't know.
And Glenn, I'm going to log off my phone, and when I get inside the house, I'm going to log back on using the link.
And I'll tell Leon to sign back in if he's not on already.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Safety and loss control, Mr. Gute.
Yes, hi, everybody. Just wanted to go over the training that was conducted by Skyline Environmental in the month of, since a previous meeting. All this training was actually conducted at the Borough of South River. We performed bloodborne pathogens training on March 4th, flagger training on March 7th, lockout, tagout, the control of hazardous energy training on March 18th, trenching, shoring, excavation training on March 21st, I'm sorry. On March 25th, we conducted personal protective equipment training. And in the upcoming month, we currently have on April 1st, fall protection ladder safety training scheduled at the Borough of South River. And on April 16th, we have confined space entry training scheduled for the Borough of Carteret. For the Right to Know survey, we conducted the Right to Know survey with the New Brunswick Parking Authority on March 21st. And we currently have the Borough of South River scheduled for April 23rd for the Right to Know survey. The City of New Brunswick, we're just waiting to schedule with them for the Right to Know survey. As everyone knows, or I'll just inform you, the Right to Know survey has to be submitted to the state by the deadline of July 15th, but we like to obviously have all of that done ahead of time. And also in the package, we included, was included emergency exit routes and also fire safety fact sheets. And the reason behind that is OSHA is proposing to update the fire brigade standard with a new comprehensive emergency response standard, and that would all be updated. So just wanted to give everyone information in regards to that. And the reason why that's concerned is because if OSHA adopts it, PIOSH will adopt that. So that is my report for this. If anyone has any questions, and also just wanted to congratulate Donna on her retirement also.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gote. And that brings us to Madam Chair. Is Donna going to give us, is she going to give us the last report?
I am.
All right.
Report.
Look forward to it.
So for the month of February, we had 96 bills with 96% network penetration. Total charges of those bills were $294,605.83. They were repriced to pay $73,360.22 at 75% of savings from charges. And again, thank you all for the time and the pleasure of working with you. And Lisa Gallo, you're in good hands with Lisa, and stay well, everyone.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Donna.
much.
Thank
And
you.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Member communication. I don't think that Jonathan is on the call, is he?
No, Jonathan, I spoke with him the end of last week. He was enjoying a spring break week this week. He has commenced work on rebuilding the website, and he has reached out to our CDL compliance provider with respects to getting some information for a possible next PR clip. So they'll report back at the next meeting.
Yeah, I received some proposal for it's work in progress for the website, and I offer my feedback. So I'm pleased with the direction that we're taking. So soon we'll have more to share with for everyone about the website. With that said, any old business?
No.
No old business, any new business?
The only thing I have, Chair, the financial disclosure statements will all be updated by the end of the week, and the board has until the end of I believe April to respond. So you'll be getting an email with your PIN if you already don't have account set up, but I believe everybody does. But I'll circulate the PIN as well. So.
Thank you very much. All right, at this point, I'd like to open up the floor for public comment. Any member of the public that would like to address the commissioners?
Charlie's raising his hand.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, go
Hi,
ahead.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Thanks. Okay, so I'll start with something I've said before. I know on the website it has obviously the access information and the agenda for today, but it also says all relevant public documents will be available for inspection on the website listed above. And, you know, I don't see, for instance, the bill list or any of these other reports, you know, minutes from prior meeting, et cetera. And so, you know, I'm just noting that. And I think that, you know, going forward, be much better if we resumed having you know, full information on the website. I also have some issues with the responses to Oprah requests that I've made, and you know, I don't have to, you know, belabor that here, but I will follow up with Mr. Kurtz, and I may require a meeting to really get to the bottom of this. But just the basics are, I've been trying to get information from your last two meetings, your January and your February meeting, and in both cases it took pretty much the entire month to get that, you know, that response, and at least the one that I received yesterday is still insufficient. So I'm not sure if you passed a resolution to go into closed session last time. I recall you did have a closed session, and you know, my request was for, you know, documentation of the actions of the board at the meeting. So I would assume that would include a resolution for closed session. Did not receive that, and also you know, just whatever you adopted coming out of closed session, I didn't receive that either. So, you know, here we are a month later. I still don't have this sort of basic stuff. So I'm going to follow up with Mr. Kurtz. I also did want to reiterate my concern about, you know, auto coverage and you know, driving in the city of New Brunswick. It's come to my attention that the fire director was indeed involved in a different crash in late 2023, prior to the one that I was able to confirm sooner and spoke to you about regarding the January 9th crash. And I've also learned that someone, I would imagine they must work for the city, was involved in a crash involving a city-owned vehicle, and they were charged with violation of 39-340, license or registration suspended. That occurred, the crash occurred on February 2. So I'm just concerned about what's going on at the city of New Brunswick, that, you know, we might have people, you know, creating liability for the JIF and its members. And I hope this will be looked into, and it is something that I would like to have some dialogue about. You know, I do appreciate the board hearing me out in these public sessions, and would also, you know, welcome some more dialogue outside of the meetings, including with the new executive director, so we can, you know, get to the bottom of these things and nip them in the bud. I think that's all I have for today. Can I just get a commitment that you know, Mr. Kurtz will be able to have some dialogue with me about these Oprah requests, and you know, we can get everything that's public to me?
Yeah, I got your follow-up email yesterday, Charlie. I'll reach out to you after the meeting.
Thank you, Glenn.
All right.
Thank you. All right,
Thanks.
Charlie, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that I think that's all for today. Thanks for hearing me.
Thank you much, Charlie.
Through the chair,
Yes,
I think that Mr. Crowderville will be satisfied to know that the city follows all proper procedures as it relates to vehicles, vehicle driving, etc. We have a risk manager also who assists us in that process, and the JIF is a partner in that. And I hope that helps to dissuade or to calm Mr. Crowderville's fears now that he has all the information. Thank you.
thank you, Mr. Drulis. This time, I'd like to move on to the closed session as required. So can I have a motion to move to closed session? For the purpose of
Motion,
claims
Joe.
of potential litigation. I'm sorry. So Joe, you made a motion, right? Second?
Second, Frank.
Thank you.
All right.
Yep,
Aye.
Aye.
all the ayes have it. Thank you very much. Glenn, can you take care of,
Yeah, just we're going into close at 12:20.
thank you.
Glenn, I'm going to jump off. I
Okay,
think
be
Lisa
well,
could
Donna.
jump off. Thank you very much, Glenn. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Thank you,
Glenn, do
Donna.
you need me for this, or?
No, you can jump off.
Okay, I hope everyone has a great day. Have a good weekend. Good
Thank
week.
you.
I should say.
Take care.
Bye.
Barbara, Sean. Risk managers, okay, for now, or?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, Barbara, you want to answer that first?
Well, I guess for the claims, we're gonna have the discussion on the non-disclosure and the other after, so we can do the claims and then ask them to hang
Recording in
Okay.
progress.
All right, so let me welcome everybody back. At this point, I'd like to entertain a motion for the approval of payment, authorizations and other actions that were established in the closed session. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion, Joe.
Thank you.
Second, Frank.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bellino,
Yes.
Commissioner Drulis,
Yes.
Commissioner Heck, Commissioner Zanga,
Yes.
Commissioner Delgado.
Yes.
Sorry about that. My thing wasn't clicking back in. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, folks, at this time, all there is left is to entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion, Joe.
Second, Frank.
Right? All those in favor signify by saying aye. The ayes do have it. I heard it.
Aye.
So thank you very much. Our next meeting is will be on Wednesday, April 24th at 12 p.m. Thank you,
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have a good day.
everyone.